Have you ever looked around and realized you own way more than you actually use? Think about your closet for a second. How many clothes do you have that you rarely wear? Or kitchen gadgets collecting dust in the cupboard? How many times have you bought something only to forget about it a few weeks later? Welcome back to Empower and Thrive. Today, we're talking about a habit that's quietly draining your wallet and cluttering your life: overconsumption. It's not just about spending too much money. It's about why we buy things we don't really need, how that impacts our finances and our mental well-being. Let's unpack this together. Most of us own way more than we actually need, whether it's clothes, shoes, tech, home decor, or beauty products. And instead of using things until they're truly worn out, we replace them long before they've outlived their usefulness. That means wasted money, wasted resources, and more waste in landfills. We think donating our excess is a solution, but the truth is, we're producing and buying far more than can ever be reused. Annually, around 30,000 tons of discarded clothes end up in landfills, and about 84% of donated clothes still end up in landfills or incinerators. This wasteful cycle isn't just hurting the planet, it's hurting our bank accounts too. One Starbucks coffee or random impulse purchase won't make you poor. But if you're buying one every single day without really thinking about it, that's where it adds up. And sure, some things like rent or car payments have a much bigger impact on your finances. But the small, repeated expenses add up quicker than you'd expect. Overconsumption isn't just about big, unnecessary purchases, it's about those daily habits that slowly drain your financial future. So why do we do it? Why do we keep buying things we don't need? Are we trying to impress people? Are we letting social media convince us we're missing out? Or are we using shopping as a way to cope with stress, boredom, or even past experiences of scarcity? When we start asking ourselves these questions, we can begin to break free from the cycle. Understanding the why behind our habits is the first step, but real change happens when we turn that awareness into action. The good news is, you don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Small, intentional shifts can add up to make a huge difference. So, how do we start making smarter, more conscious choices with our money? First, take a good look at your shopping habits. How much of what you buy actually sticks around, and how much ends up forgotten, donated, or thrown out? If you've never tracked this before, it can be eye-opening. Start by making a wish list of things you truly want instead of impulse buying. If you still want something after a few weeks, then it's probably worth considering. Next, when you do buy something, make sure it's something you'll still love and use 5 or 10 years from now. If it's clothing, does it fit your personal style? Will it last? If it's tech, is it actually useful or just a gimmick? This small shift in thinking can save you thousands over time. You might also consider a more minimalist approach. That doesn't mean living out of a suitcase or owning just 3 pairs of jeans. It simply means being intentional with what you own. You don't need a huge wardrobe to be stylish, and let's be honest, no one actually cares if you repeat outfits. And if they do, maybe it's time to find better friends. There is nothing wrong with wearing your favorite outfits regularly because it means you've found something you genuinely enjoy. If social media makes you want to shop more, take a break from it. Unfollow accounts that make you feel like you constantly need the latest trend. And if you tend to shop as a way to cope with stress or boredom, try replacing that habit with something healthier, like going for a run, calling a friend, or picking up a hobby that doesn't involve spending money. It's a proven way to reduce stress without costing you a cent. Before you buy something new, consider other options first. Can you repair what you already have? Can you swap with a friend? Can you buy it second-hand? Let's make those the first choices instead of an afterthought. And if money is tight, the key takeaway here isn't about buying expensive brands, it's about buying intentionally. If you can only afford budget brands, that's completely fine. The difference is in how you shop. Buying a handful of pieces you truly love and wear until they fall apart is very different from constant shopping sprees that led to waste. For some of us, the need to overconsume comes from something deeper. Maybe we grew up without much, and now that we have money, we want to make up for it. If that resonates with you, take a moment to reflect. Is your spending based on genuine need and joy, or is it driven by past fears? Understanding this can help you take control of your finances in a way that truly benefits you. So before your next purchase, ask yourself, am I buying this to impress someone or to fit in? Am I shopping because I'm stressed, anxious, or bored? Am I afraid of not having enough? Does this purchase bring me closer to my financial goals or further away? When you start questioning your purchases with this level of awareness, you give yourself the power to make more intentional financial decisions. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about making sure every dollar you spend adds real value to your life. Over time, these small mindset shifts can help you break free from the cycle of overconsumption, reduce financial stress, and create a lifestyle that aligns with your true priorities. That's it for today, but let's keep the conversation going in the comments. What's one thing you've bought recently that you regret? Or what's a purchase you made that was truly worth it? If you're new here, I help you simplify your finances, manage your money better, and build a more intentional life. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep thriving.